guys, today I am doing an Accutane update. I just recently started my 6th month on Accutane, so I'm very much in the home stretch now and very close to being done, which is so exciting. I picked up my last refill on Accutane just like a couple of weeks ago, which really made the fact that I'm almost done with Accutane very real, if you know what I mean. Last month I actually did a Q&A. I didn't do one of these like sit down videos with like no makeup and everything. So it's been quite a while since I've like really showed you guys what my skin is looking like, so I'm going to zoom in and do a close-up for you guys. Okay, so first of all, I do not know what this is. It's not a breakout. I literally woke up this morning with a scab on my chin. I must have like nicked myself in my sleep or something. So that's kind of annoying. Not a breakout though. I have not broken out once again in probably 5 weeks now, which is really exciting, and my hyperpigmentation is fading away really nicely. Really the only marks that I have left are like the more recent breakouts that I've had. These here and this one on my forehead were from my most recent breakout, but otherwise they are fading really nicely. My skin is definitely getting more even, and overall my skin just feels like very smooth. I feel like my pores are less noticeable as well because I'm not so oily. So that is really exciting, and every time I do like a first impressions video, you guys leave me the sweetest comments about my skin, so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it that you take the time to like leave me a little comment saying that my skin is looking better. And this past month I actually went through and watched a bunch of my older acne vlogs, and it really just showed me how much my skin has changed. Like, it's been such a gradual difference that you don't really notice it as much in yourself. Other people tend to see it more than you do, if you know what I mean. Obviously, I know my skin has cleared up a ton, but going back and watching my old vlogs really shows me just how much my skin has improved. It was really like an eye-opening experience, honestly. If any of you guys have been here with me for my entire Accutane journey or have just seen all of the vlogs, then let me know down below. I'd be really interested to see that. But I go back to the dermatologist on Friday, which I think by the time you guys are seeing this, that may have already passed. But this is the appointment where I'm going to be talking to my dermatologist about laser treatments and options for scarring. And I've actually had comments from people saying that they don't think laser treatment would be necessary for me because it really just looks like I only have hyperpigmentation. I do have some textural scarring and like really minor pitting though. It's mostly on this area of my face, but I do have it a little bit all over. It just really doesn't show up on camera. It's really only apparent in certain lighting, but it is there, and it's like if it's something I can correct and it's not going to be horrendously expensive, then I might as well do it, you know what I mean? I'm thinking maybe I'll do like a little mini vlog just discussing the laser treatments and everything if I get like enough information at this appointment to talk to you guys about it. Like maybe just do like a quick 5-minute video updating you guys on what I'm thinking of doing for my scarring, but I'll have to see. If not, I will be updating on Snapchat for sure. I'll probably snap on Friday when I'm going to my appointment, so be sure to follow me on there. I'm at SARI on Snapchat. So in terms of side effects, they really haven't changed all of that much. Still have the joint pain, still have the extreme sweating, as you guys can tell. The only thing that has really changed is the lip dryness has officially hit me this past month. And it is intense. You guys have noticed my lips have been like peeling and just like red and irritated looking. They have been so dry, you guys. In a way, I'm honestly kind of grateful that my lips only started to get dry at this point when I'm almost done, because some people I talk to, their lips are dry for the entire time they're on Accutane. Like it starts pretty much immediately. So I am seriously glad that I'm only going to have to deal with this for maybe like 2 or 3 months, but they have really been peeling, and it is crazy because I can like scrub them and like hydrate them really well, and then an hour later they will just be peeling again. And I know this is bad, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I like can't resist picking at dead skin, so I'm constantly like picking at them. Like I'll zone out and just be like peeling my lips, and the amount of dead skin that comes off of them, you guys, I know this is gross, but like I did not know that much dead skin could come off of one person's lips. Like I could literally just sit there and like peel and peel and peel for hours, and it's like never ending. The Eucerin Intensive Lip Balm is the best thing I found to really keep them in decent shape. Like right now they're really not bad at all because I've been hydrating them really well. The other day I got a couple of the new Smashbox liquid lipsticks, and those are like very matte. They dry really quickly, and I tried it on and it looked so bad, you guys. So I'm definitely getting to the point where wearing lip products can be quite a struggle. I just really have to stay on top of applying my Eucerin. Like I slept over at James's house this past weekend and I forgot to bring it, and my lips at the end looked like a deflated prune. I am glad that I'm starting Accutane kind of right before winter is really starting though. It can get quite cold here in October, but usually it's okay, especially like the past couple years. But I can just imagine how bad it would get in the winter because where I live it's very harsh and cold. Like -40 is not uncommon. It's even been like -55 where I live with the wind chill, which is just insane. And that brings me to the next point, is that I feel like my skin type is kind of changing with the season. It's definitely starting to feel more like fall here, and as soon as we got like just the tiniest little bit of chill in the air, my skin just like switched and all of a sudden it was more dry, which is something I've never experienced before. I've never had my skin like change with the seasons and with the weather. My skin has just always been unfalteringly oily, like oil all year round, and so to have my skin get a little bit drier now that the weather is colder was really weird, and I really wasn't prepared for it. And I find as a result my makeup is looking really dry no matter what I do. Like even the products that were keeping my skin happy and hydrated before, now my skin just looks and feels dry and like, I don't know, it looks powdery at the end of the day, and like my glow is just like totally gone. So for those of you who have dry skin, any recommendations down below would seriously help me out, like makeup wise. So like primers, foundations, powders. Powders, one thing I'm really running into issues with. I feel like all my powders make my skin really dry. I just bought a new one that I'm going to try for the first time today, and if I like it, it'll probably be in my monthly favorites. Yeah, any makeup recommendations from those of you who have really dry skin would seriously help me out right now. And I think if I can strike a really nice product balance, then maybe I'll do like an Accutane foundation routine. I feel like that might be helpful because I see some people being like, how can you even wear makeup on Accutane? My skin is so dry, everything looks awful. So I think if I could do like an Accutane makeup routine, that might be really helpful to some people. Yeah, those are kind of the main changes that I've been seeing. I'm excited to be done though. I'm excited to see what my dermatologist says this weekend. And I'm still most excited for the sweating to stop. But I really don't have any regrets still with taking Accutane. And I'm really glad that I have documented this entire process for you guys, because as you guys know, I was extremely afraid to start taking Accutane. I was just so nervous about it, and one of the things that made me most nervous is when you Google it or when you look it up on Accutane, it seems like all the worst possible scenarios come up first, if you know what I mean. Like you see all these scary lists of side effects and everything, and the like Accutane journeys that you find always tend to be like the very worst ones where people have had like the worst experiences possible, I feel. Like honestly, I remember looking up Accutane videos a really long time ago, and one of the first videos I found was this guy just listing off all the health problems that Accutane has given him, and like saying that Accutane gave him like erectile dysfunction and everything, and I was like, oh my god, this is terrifying. And I'm not trying to invalidate other people's experiences. I know some people do have really bad experiences with Accutane and they do have really harsh side effects and everything, but I wish there was more positive experiences out there. The way I was kind of envisioning it is that it was going to be something that was going to severely negatively impact my everyday life, and it really hasn't. Like, yes, the side effects are kind of annoying and unfortunate. I could definitely do without like the dry irritated eyes and like the joint pain and everything like that, but like I seriously thought that it was going to really stop me from doing the things that I do regularly, but it hasn't. Like I was able to go on summer vacation this year and like go to the beach. I had to be really careful with sun protection, but like I'm still able to do all of the things that I was able to do before. I basically just wish that 4 years ago when I was first recommended to go on Accutane, that someone had told me that not everyone has an awful experience with it. And now that I have been filming these videos and I've looked deeper into it and found more videos on people's experiences, I do see that there are a lot of people who have had experiences similar to mine, where they do have like the regular side effects, but nothing like crazy, nothing super intense. You know, people who Accutane has worked really well for and it cleared up their skin and they just had to deal with the side effects for like 6 months or whatever, but in the end it was worth it. I feel like I'm getting really rambly and probably not making sense, but I wish someone had told me that it's possible to not have a terrible experience on Accutane, if that makes sense. I wish I could go back in time and tell my super insecure 17 and 18-year-old self that my Accutane experience isn't going to be as scary as I thought it would, and that I should have done it sooner, honestly. This is probably getting long though, and that's most of what I have to say. I'm just so much more confident in my skin though, and I wear makeup way less now, honestly. Like I probably wear makeup a few days out of the week, as opposed to before I would always wear a full face of makeup, and I felt extremely insecure if I didn't. My skin is so far from perfect, but it's crazy the amount that it has already boosted my confidence, and it's so weird to think that like soon I might look at myself and have clear skin. Like, I'm clear of like active breakouts now, but obviously I have scarring and everything. But like when I picture myself, I still picture myself having like really severely broken out skin, and it's like that's not me anymore, and soon my skin might actually be like clear and even everything, and that's just like so weird to imagine. A couple quick notes before I end this vlog. I am going to be doing an updated nighttime skincare routine very soon, probably within the next week or so. And also I'm getting closer to being able to do like a top products for Accutane kind of video, because I know you guys have been waiting for that. I think the makeup part is the last piece of the puzzle that I need, because right now I don't have great recommendations for makeup, and I want to put out like a really solid recommendation video, you know what I mean? You know, I don't want to come on here and kind of half-ass it and be like, yeah, this product is okay, but it's not amazing. I want to give you guys really good products to try out when you're on Accutane as well. I'm starting to get really red and flushed now, but that is going to be it for today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like these Accutane vlogs, and go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. I'm at SARI on all three. Like I said, I will probably be snapping my dermatologist appointment this coming weekend, so go follow me. I'll try and post this before that so you guys can go follow me on Snapchat if you aren't already. Also, my playlist of past Accutane vlogs will be down below, so check that out, and hit subscribe while you are down there if you haven't already. But I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Now this next thing, I know a lot of you guys are going to look at and be like, oh my god, why would anyone ever want that?